10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 286, climbing to that 300. I want to thank our Patreon. Well, first, go to gigeconomyshow.com. How dare me. I want to thank our Patreon members, Samson, Bud, Omar, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry, Faith, Metal Kickass, and Anna. Appreciate you guys so much. Patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. Larry, Paul Duncan, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Getting ready for the big Snowmageddon coming in this weekend.
Yeah. Was I right on the middle name?
No.
Oh, you just rolled with it.
I'm a professional, man.
I know, but I want you to be like, dude, that's not my middle name. You don't have to tell me, but I love.
That's all right. Larry Maurice.
Maurice. Why did I think it was Paul? I don't know.
Larry Maurice Duncan Jr.
I like that middle name. Yeah, so you're getting a shit ton of snow, 14 to 18 inches.
I mean, it's been all over the place. I've seen anywhere from like 6 all the way up to 20 inches, and then they're talking about on Sunday maybe like another 1 to 3 with maybe an inch of ice on top. So,
oh my gosh,
if the snow, I'm good with. Snow's fine, no problem. But the ice, man, because everybody, power lines be breaking, people without power, it'll all go to hell if that starts happening. So pray that the ice misses us.
Yeah, just to tell you, ice is bad wherever. Just because we're used to driving in the snow, I drove.
It is, no, definitely.
You don't fuck with ice. It's just horrible. Yeah. All ice is horrible. So yeah. All right, gig economy in the news. We're getting right after it. So follow up, and thank God someone posted it. Because I don't search for follow-up. I just happen to see it. So if you guys remember back, oh God, I don't know when it was, but there was a old man, 83, that killed a Uber Eats driver. She actually had a dash cam that caught him with the pistol and on camera, it happened. I don't know if they actually showed the video of him shooting her, but they convicted him. The 83-year-old man, let's see, he fatally shot the driver after wrongly assumed she was in a plot to get $12,000 in supposed bond money for relative. The driver fell victim.
The story.
Yeah, the driver fell victim to the same scammer driving to Brock's home between Dayton and Columbus to pick up a package for delivery. According to investigators, Brock shot the driver, 61, Lolitha Toland Hall of Dublin, a Columbus suburb, 6 times when he showed up at the home. Dude, listen to this. Yeah. He was convicted of murder, felonious assault, and kidnapping. Got it all, and his sentence is next week. So he's,
he's done.
He's dying in the jail.
Yeah.
Dude's attorney said shooting was self-defense, and the scammer had made threats against him and his family. But the problem is apparently that woman was in the house at some point, and he ushered her out, and he could have just shut the door.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he's the one holding the gun.
Right. I mean, he had all the leverage, and she was not threatening. And I mean, he needed to be charged with it. Apparently the jury talked about it for an hour, and then they found him guilty. I mean, I don't know how else you do it without you got the dash cam.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And, I don't know what his mental state is, if he's, has some dementia or whatever, but, he was convinced, and like I said, they had gotten scammed. Both of them had gotten scammed. They were using her just as a mule to go pick up this package using, an Uber package or whatever it is it's called. And they had contacted him telling him that his nephew or something like that was in trouble. He needed to send money, and he thought this lady was in on it, and she obviously was not in on it. She was just, she was just doing her gig work. Said, go pick up a package, which, most of us have done.
Yeah, it's the worst part of it is they both are basically losing their life. Well, one did lose their life, and the
Yeah.
other one's going to
Yeah, I
prison.
mean, yeah, he lost his life too. I mean, you might as
Yeah,
well
and
say.
it's all for this scammer that probably never got caught or prosecuted or
Right,
anything like that.
right. Never had anything done. Yeah.
So, I mean, we talk about, scams out there and we all laugh about it and stuff like that. Like, don't fall for it, which
Mhm.
I swear once a week on the subreddits of the pages, I see somebody say, "Hey, this happened to me and I'm able to get my money back."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see it all the time. Facebook groups, Reddit groups,
Yeah.
'cause there's always new drivers. They're seeing it for the first time and haven't, uh, seen it come up before or haven't heard about it, haven't read through the old chats in those groups and seeing where it's happened to other people. But I mean, I know we've all had it happen to us numerous times over the years. People call you right in the middle of a ride. Hey, or you get a text. Hey, this is cancel this ride, or we need your information. We need to verify this. And all the time it's just, it's just BS.
Yeah, it's a shame that it happens, and I always feel bad on Reddit. Larry
Yeah.
and I were just talking about Reddit. He goes, "I don't go on there much." I'm like, "Man, Larry, you'd love it." But I'm telling you, it's anonymous and people are ruthless. Like, where I would be like, "Man, I'm really sorry that happened to you, but like, just be
Oh, yeah.
smart next time." They're just like, "You fucking dumbass. Like, what? Why? I can't believe you did that, blah, blah." Just, I'm like, bro, like the guy's already hurting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just like, let him, be alone. He's sad, this should happen to him. So
No sympathy on the Reddit.
no sympathy on the Reddit whatsoever. They are freaking ruthless for sure.
Yeah, see, I was trying to show my age there. Call it the Reddit.
The Reddit.
It's like the Facebook. Are
I
you
think
on the Facebook?
Yeah, a lot of people, older people too, will be like the internets.
Yeah,
They'll add an
yeah.
S to the end. The
Oh, yeah.
internets too.
Oh, yeah.
It's freaking hilarious. So.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
No, well, what helps is you're an IT guy, so
Yeah.
you really can't be that bad.
I shouldn't be for sure.
Shouldn't be what, that bad, or an IT guy?
Well, both some days.
Okay,
Yeah, I
fair.
should know to call it the internet, not the internets.
Internet,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Why do people like to add S's on things? Like up here, it's Myers,
Yeah, our Kroger's, they call it
or
Kroger's here.
Aldi's.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
I gotta go to Kroger's.
It takes every ounce of like restraint that when my mother-in-law says Aldi's to not say it's not Aldi's,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
Aldi.
Right. No S on
S,
there. But
so.
yeah, it's just a common human trait, I think, because so many people do it.
For sure. All right, Larry, this little picture here, we'll pop that up.
Yeah. So for our audio listeners, this is a note somebody put on a Post-it note stuck on their door, or maybe something a little bigger. It's hard to tell. There's nothing really to reference the size of the note, but it says,
it's a sticky note.
Delivery drivers, bring a travel mug for a hot cider. Knock, and then it has hi
in parentheses.
In parentheses. So I mean, to me, this is very nice of the people to put it on there. Just personal thoughts on it, and some of the I guess comments I saw below it. One, probably not drinking something that's not sealed from some stranger's house. And two, if it's like an Amazon driver or FedEx driver, they don't have time to be going back to their, even if they have a travel mug, that they drink coffee out of, that, they don't have time to be going back to their car and getting a mug, coming in and getting a drink. It's wonderful when the people leave the little cooler out with canned drinks or, candy bar or stuff like that. And that's not saying you can't tamper with something that's wrapped, because it's very, it's wouldn't be hard to do that. But people, you do tend to trust them more. But yeah, something homemade like this that somebody, I'm probably gonna say thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even the stuff I get from my kids, I typically don't eat homemade stuff, because
yeah,
I don't know where I mean, it all depends. If you really start knowing the family and you understand and you see mom and dad there, they look put together, maybe. But yeah, I typically don't do that. And I definitely wouldn't do this. Although this is a little insight into me.
Okay.
I've always wanted the Cheers bar. You know
Cheers.
Cheers, the show,
Yeah.
the bar. I've always wanted a place that knows my name.
Sure.
So, and that's been a thing for me. And it sounds silly, but like, I like being recognized. And we talked about this. Like, if you start going to the same gas station and they, you start building a relationship. And as a UPS guy, I might take the cider if I started talking to this guy.
Yeah, if you had, if that's different. That's much better. If you started to build a relationship with this person because you're delivering to them all the time, that's a totally different story. And to talk about enjoying people knowing your name, it's I understand that 100%. When I have like people recognize me, lifting with Larry. Yeah, it's the funniest thing, especially like if my wife or somebody, my friend, like me and two of my college friends were eating one day, and we were eating at this random, just little sandwich sub shop, and one of the girls that was waiting on us or checking us out at the cashier, she looked up, she's like, "You're lifting with Larry, right?" And my buddy looked at me and he's like, "What the fuck?" What is going on? Because he hadn't been around it, he didn't know the story that much. He's like, we sat down and he's like, "How did she know you?" So, I had to go through the whole story, but yeah, that is nice to have a place where, we're like, like the song says, where people know your name and, a place where you fit in, you're welcome.
I had a guy it was Come and Go.
Mm-hmm.
Dude he recognized me, and he already like, I don't know, he knew my name, and but of course, the gas station people, they come and go, and he left, but like, I
see what you did there. Come and go. Nice one.
Where is it? Damn it. I did not mean to do that.
I know you did.
I told Megan, we go to these breweries downtown, and a lot of these places have like apartments up there. I'm like, man, we should move here, and then I could just come home from work, have one beer, maybe two, and just head up there. Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. And like, talking about another example, the cookout. I tell you, there's a lady there. She's one of the managers, and like I went in today at lunchtime. She was working daytime. Usually she works at night, but like I come in, she always, "Hey, how's it going? How's the Ubering? Are you been busy? You gonna be out this weekend?" Sometimes she'll give me a free tea or give me a discount on stuff. And it's just nice to have places like that where you go and people know you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not fame. It's just you feel like you feel special for that moment. You do.
I mean? Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Steve says they come and go at Come and Go. Well, you spelled the Come and Go wrong. It's actually spelled. He's probably thinking I'm going to spell the other one, but no, it was KUM. But yeah, they got bought out. So, all right.
End of an era.
End of an era. Moving on here, Kiefer Sutherland. Oh my goodness. So he got arrested for an assault. The original article didn't say what he did, but then Steve and I talked about it. He's only 59, by the way.
Yeah, he's my age.
He's young. But he ended up being intoxicated and punching and choking the driver. Bunch of felony charges, $50,000 bail. So yeah, I mean, it sucks. He definitely has a little bit of a drinking problem.
So I've heard.
Yeah. So I think the last Patreon we talked about it. He was in the Lost Boys, Young Guns, and he was in A Few Good Men. I don't remember what he played in that movie. Do you remember?
No. I remember Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. And he was in A Time to Kill, but most people I think recognize him from 24.
Yeah, our Designated Survivor.
It's
another good show that he was in.
But yeah, it sucks. At least the driver can retire. Yeah, you sue the fuck out of him. I mean, I'm not saying he's like mega loaded, but he's got enough for a couple $100,000
I think so,
to pay out. But yeah, God, leave these fucking drivers alone. You know what I mean? Fuck. We see so many stories about what pissed you off so much that you had to punch and choke the driver?
Yeah, I mean, he must have just been having a bad day or something. I don't know. Maybe he's a mean drunk. Some people, when I was in my medic training in the military, where there was a guy that was in our unit, and his name was Roop. That was his last name. We called everybody by last name. And
Yeah.
man, when we got drunk on weekends, we stopped hanging out with him because he got drunk, man. He wanted to fight somebody. And he was pretty fit dude. Yeah, he could fight. And some people were just like that. You had some people were happy drunks, they're quiet drunks.
Yeah.
Some are just loud, but man, some of them, they just want to fight.
Yeah.
And that's maybe the way Kiefer is. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like, it's been a while since he's gotten into like,
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't heard anything, negative about him in a long time.
I think they had said something.
Yeah, I think he talked about it earlier time he'd been arrested.
2009.
Yeah.
He headbutted somebody, and then at the time he was on probation in California for 2007 drunk driving conviction.
Yeah,
he was in jail for 48 days.
Kept his nose clean for a little while after that, but
that's a long time for a drunk driving conviction, and B, for a celebrity to be in jail for 48 days.
I think the guy he headbutted was somebody fairly wealthy too.
Yeah, but that wasn't from the headbutt. That was from the drunk driving.
It might have been one of those things where he had been slapped on the wrist for a few times, and they're like, "Boy, it happens again. We're gonna have to keep you."
Probably.
I don't know, but
Uber and Kroger's launch Kroger's. A new, like that callback. Like
I do. You beat me to it, man. I was gonna use that exact same line. Yes, I was.
They launched a new nationwide delivery service. Larry's going to talk about that.
Yeah. So Kroger, like I said, Kroger and Uber launching an on-demand and same-day delivery. So what it does, it just allows you to buy groceries and any other item that you can find in Kroger from almost 2,700 stores that they have. You can get that. You can do that through the Uber Eats, Uber, and Postmate apps. It says. So I don't know how you'd order through the Uber rat.
I didn't like that. That's not new. I mean, maybe it's new for them, but it made it sound like it was like a different company.
Yeah. They still reference. I guess they have Postmates available still in some places because we hear it. We see it referenced in these articles. I know here it just kind of got,
absorbed
into the Uber app, I guess. They're just talking about, it's just another collaboration that we see between these companies. DoorDash just collaborating with everybody they can get their hands on. It seems like Uber's following suit. They're wanting to be, the one-stop app for everything. Your rides, your groceries, your deliveries, anything that you want. But so this is not just for Kroger. It's all the other Kroger companies, including Ralph's, Fred Meyer. Never heard of this one. King Soopers, Smith's, Fry's, Harris Teeter. That's a big one up in. My wife's from Virginia. That's Harris Teeter's, the big store up there.
Okay.
And then one called Mariano's. You can also have access to Kroger's floral and sushi offerings that were already available on Uber Eats. So you can schedule a delivery time that works best for whenever you're going to be home. And since it's something new, of course, they want to give some discounts. So they're offering up to 50% off first orders from many of the Kroger companies. And if you're Uber One subscriber, which is their subscription service, they also get 0 delivery fees on certain orders. So, yeah. Okay. So it started Kroger customers are able to purchase items to Uber Eats, Uber, and Postmates starting on January 15th, which was about 6 days ago.
Okay. Did a little research on Postmates. I literally can get Postmates delivered to my house.
Really?
So they must be just Uber's fulfilling them. But I mean, I actually, they have like a buy one, get one offer for Hopcat. There's a new place called Texas de Brazil. I know I sound so white saying that. But do you have one of those by you?
No, I've never heard of it.
Apparently it's like a huge just meat place, and they just bring around plates of meat, and then you like decide.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like, Brazilian meat place. They do have one of those in Nashville. I can't remember the name of it. It was one of those places that got destroyed by the bombing.
Oh,
so I don't know if they've even reopened yet, but Yeah, it was Brazilian. They call it Brazilian steakhouse or Brazilian meat house. They're a really good place to eat, and like most of them will have like these little like wooden paddles or stuff on your table, and when you want more of a certain kind of meat, you put that paddle up, and the guy will come around and bring it to your table.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah, exactly what it is.
Okay, yeah.
But like, yeah, Postmates, buy one get free from Culver's. You buy a sandwich,
Yeah.
you get one free. I'm like, man, maybe people, I don't know. I mean,
That's not bad.
I don't know what the cost. I mean, this sandwich says it's $7.99, but I mean, I don't know how much the delivery fees. But that is actually new to me. I thought they shut down the Postmates website, but like clearly I can order it here.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you download their app. Yeah, you can download their app. I swear when Uber Eats took it over, it like my app disappeared. Well, my app disappeared as a driver because Uber Eats was absorbing it.
Exactly. Same thing with me.
Okay. But yeah, you can download their app and just, that's wild. I did not know that. I haven't heard anyone say anything about Postmates in a hot second.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, every now and then it'll be mentioned in one of our stories, and we're just like, "What's the deal?"
Blow it off.
Yeah, we're like, this guy's still talking about Postmates, but yeah, I guess it's still a thing.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot! Who's right?
Exactly. And one more thing, they hid this at the end of this article. It said in a separate announcement, Uber Eats announced that it would start delivering food by drone in pilot markets by the end of the end of last year. They announced this, I guess, in September. So, yeah, supposedly they're going to start testing food delivery by drone.
I don't know. I'm excited about the drones, but they've been like blue balling us because like I want to see it here. Like we talk about all this amazing stuff, and I know Steve loves all the autonomous driving and delivering and drones. But I'm ready for it to be here just to play, test it out, play around with it a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. What were we talking about? Was it DoorDash said they were coming to St. Louis?
Yes. And you were going to go find a random house and get it delivered.
Or in the parking lot or something. Well, I'll be up there not Monday. A week from this Monday, I'll be up there because my son's having surgery again.
Oh, geez. On that same ankle?
Well, he's had 2 on one ankle. This will be the 3rd on his other ankle. This is it, though. I mean, I think he's, this is kind of last shot.
Okay.
But he really wants to get it fixed so he can go through the academy. So
right.
But I'll try. I don't think they're probably still testing up there. They probably isn't rolled out up there. But I'll see while I'm up there if I can.
Was it DoorDash or was it Walmart we were talking?
I'll have to look back last week and see.
Because I know we talked about Walmart expanding.
Yeah, it was Walmart. Yeah, it was Walmart. You're right. You are right. Okay. Yeah, they're expanding 150 places, and St. Louis was one of the ones they're coming to pretty quickly. So
okay,
yeah, order something from Walmart and give them my address. I'll go out in the parking lot of a big store up there or something and see if they'll drop it.
go to so if it's Walmart, go to like a Kroger or a Meijer or something like that and just like order it to there. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, we got off. We were talking about that last week on the show, and I got off and looked at my phone, and my son had sent me a text, and it said, "Oh no, hell no, you won't." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Were you talking about having the drone delivered to my apartment?" Because apparently he started listening to the show.
Yeah, because that's the second time because he was like giving you shit about your audio too.
Exactly. So yeah, if you're listening, Dakota, hey son, I'll see you next week.
If you're listening, freaking comment.
He's working, so.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. All right.
Waymo in the news.
All right. Obviously, Bubba Sue, some of these are Steve talked about. So you're seeing repeats, but I already had this on the schedule for this week. But this speaking of delivery robots, this is a robot, whatever. I want to call those a buggy. They're like a buggy. And it's on the train tracks and it doesn't go very well.
Oh, it's gonna crush it. Oh, it's gonna crush it. Oh, it's gonna crush it.
Oh, dang. That is not good.
They torched that thing.
Yeah.
Let's watch it one more time.
Oh, it's gonna crush it. Oh, it's gonna crush it. Oh, it's gonna crush it.
That
Man.
sound is freaking amazing. That
Yeah.
crunch.
Oh man, yeah, there was not much left of that little robot.
You know what doesn't get enough love? People that record good videos like that and aren't
Yeah.
bouncing around.
Yeah,
There's
that was
nothing
pretty
worse
good.
when you're excited about a story or something that happened and the camera's shaking and it's up and down. I'm like, come on, bro. You got one job. If you're not going to do anything, record well. If you're not going to help, if you're not going to do anything,
Yeah.
record
Yeah.
the video well. But
Yeah.
that is such a good crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was it on Steve show? See, this is going to start happening too. Like, did I
Yeah.
talk about it on Steve show? But
Yeah.
I swear he was talking about, I don't know. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not confident. But yeah, that thing's fucked up. There's no repair on that thing.
No, that thing was vaporized pretty well.
Vaporized. All right, another video, Bubba Suit. You're gonna freaking love this one. This one goes out to all the grocery shoppers out there, and when you watch this, you're gonna be oh wait, what is happening? Hold on a minute. Okay, I fucked up. I played
You played number 5.
Yeah,
That was
but I
number
did
5.
Waymo. I thought it was Waymo. I totally fucked up because in my head it was
I was just gonna let it slide, man. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
give me shit. That's what makes the show fun. I literally was like, oh yeah, it's the robot. So in my head it was
Yeah.
autonomous. And it was
You hit the Waymo sound, and I looked and I was like, well, he just skipped 2 stories.
I know.
And went to Waymo. So I was going to tell you afterwards, hey, we need to go back to number 5. And then you
Yeah.
started doing it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. We are doing number 5.
I mean, what's funny is like, was it last week the Waymo was on the train tracks?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
I was like, oh yeah, it's Waymo because it's on the train.
Exactly.
Okay, well, the robot was still good. Then I started looking at the videos. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? All right, first day on the job.
That's right. We're new.
All right, Larry. Yeah, the sexual assault thing. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to play the first little bit of the video first?
Yeah, let's play the video.
All right.
The trial that could change ride-sharing forever.
Sorry, I'm starting.
The trial that could change ride-sharing forever started last week in Arizona, and no one's really talking about it. So right now, Uber is facing its first federal trial in a massive multi-district litigation lawsuit with around 3,000 plaintiffs alleging SA. And this is what's known as a bellwether trial, which is essentially a test case that will help determine how the other 3,000-ish cases might play out. And the trial started January 13th and is expected to last about 3 weeks. The plaintiff is a woman named Jalen Dean, and she was R-worded by an Uber driver in Arizona after Uber had allegedly received multiple complaints about him. Uber fired the driver for breaking the company's policy against sex with passengers, but maintains in court that it was consensual. And just before the trial began, Uber tried to delay it and actually exclude evidence about their company culture.
All right, we'll leave it at that. You got the gist of it, but I think a lot of that was spoken about. What she said was in the article.
It is, yeah. So in this article, they talk about this trial that's going on and some of the testimony that happened. So, and some of these quotes that they got from some of their Slack messages are horrible. So this is Uber's communications director, and Andrew Hasbun, Hasbun. So in a 2018 Slack message, he said, "In many cases, we can and should squash stories, kill stories when possible, and mitigate the impact on our reputation." And a 2019 story, he quoted here. It says, "I trashed rape victims to USA Today," referring to a 2019 story that revealed Uber shared victims' personal information with third-party claim adjusters without the women's knowledge. So these messages are proving that Uber executives have known for over a decade about rampant sexual assault problem that they have, and they encourage their employees to stay silent about them. So she was talking about And here's how he tried to cover it up. In his deposition, he dismissed, his Slack message as a poor choice of words. He said, "Killing a story is just industry jargon for correcting facts and explaining the context to reporters," which is the biggest bunch of bull.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a crazy way to phrase that.
yeah, that's not what killing a story means. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's going to fall for that one.
Right.
Yeah. So this person who brought this case, Jalen Dean, in 2023, claimed that her Uber driver raped her while she was drunk in the back of the car. She says that Uber could have prevented it by mandating in-car cameras, employing more comprehensive background checks. Uber executive admitted that the company had asked for no resume, no references, no proof of previous employment or anything else when it hired Hassan Touré, and also ignored previous complaints made by other passengers. That's the big one.
That is the big one.
You have to, you've got a bunch of complaints against somebody. It's one thing if you get one off, but if you've got several complaints, man, that's got to be taken seriously. And so here's how their Uber's defense attorney tried to spin it. Said it was the passenger Dean who initiated sexual conversation and asked him to give her oral sex because he couldn't possibly have been gratified by performing oral sex on her. Then she must have asked for it and enjoyed it because he wasn't getting anything out of it.
Right. Yeah. I can't believe that came out of your mouth. Like that statement is horrible.
That's just incredible. And
I mean, he is an attorney, so I mean,
it was a woman attorney.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was a woman attorney.
Well,
So I'm sure they did that. That was conscious decision by Uber to have a woman defending them.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So this psychologist that was, I guess, called as an expert witness said, she looked through all these documents. She was given access to thousands of internal documents and policies. And she said that she found that Uber creates a uniquely ripe environment for Uber drivers to sexually assault women riders. These offenders don't have to work to get victims. They're matched up with them.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of it is,
Sure.
just lawyer talk and trying to get people, fussy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
it's obvious that Uber has tried to constantly over the years tried to squash this, lie about the numbers, try to intimidate people into keeping quiet about it. All for the almighty dollar.
I mean, I do understand trying to mitigate losses because you run a business but doing it that way, what you should be doing is be like, holy fuck, we gotta fix this shit.
Yeah, we got to find a better way.
Whatever that is. And leading into that, what is a better way? I talked on Steve's show and you brought it up just like I did it. I don't want them to get rid of a driver for a one-off. If it happens one time, just a report of like being inappropriate. You can't, I mean, to me, just firing that guy right away is a little like, come on, man. I mean, people try to get free rides and shit all the time.
Sure.
Now, if it happens a second time,
yeah,
we're gone.
Yeah.
Not to say, okay, he raped somebody, we keep him on. I'm just saying a report of a little inappropriate of like, maybe
right. Yeah. Right. If there's evidence that that's reasonable, to show that that they did assault. I mean, obviously you're gone. It doesn't matter first time or not, but there has to be some burden of proof and some threshold. But yeah, I mean, if there's multiple reports and multiple could be 3, could be 10, if this guy's been reported, 10, 15 times, yeah, that's dropping the ball big time.
I also think Uber should step up and really go after these drivers and assist the police. Like they're the ones that are calling the cops. Yeah. Like I'm guaranteed they're not doing shit.
Yeah. All they ever say is, we've cut off access. They can't be a driver anymore. We've cut off access to the platform.
If they want to save their face, like, hey, we're going to help you. We're going to invest, we're going to call the cops. We're going to get this guy, He's obviously off the platform, but we're gonna make sure you're comfortable. Like that's why like these
Yeah.
stories like that woman creator that I got that from, she actually it was such a small creator, and I
Mhm.
appreciate her talking about it because I kind of missed the boat on it too. I hadn't really heard. I've heard a little bit. We talk about the lawsuits, and I know we
Right.
talked about this in the last 6 months.
Mhm.
But I mean, it just was really nice for her to kind of break it down a little bit. But that's the thing, like no one's talking about it, and Uber just needs to be a better, more stand-up company. And just I'm not asking them to like, you know, pay for her therapy or whatever, but like just show some decent human beings are running the program there, and they're willing to go after this guy and help her out in a way. They probably gave her $15 worth of credits and said,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Your ride was free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and I'm sure the numbers are higher now because Uber is such a bigger company. But in 2018 or 2017 and 2018, between those 2 years, 5,981 reports of sexual assault, 464 reports of rape in 2017 and 2018. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's 3,000 reports of sexual assault a year. That was when they were a much smaller company.
Right. And what's crazy is remember you had brought up that only 15% of the people if you look at that number in the bigger markets are using it. That number is that $3,000 or
Yeah.
probably more. It seems a lot higher.
Yeah.
So flip the script, Larry. You're the CEO of the company. This
Yeah.
is getting brought to you. What do you want to do? What would you do to try to fix it? Now, obviously, I'm putting you on the spot, so don't feel
Sure.
like-
And we've gone over this many times trying to figure out what are the best steps to put in place. Maybe, I guess you would start out with maybe more comprehensive or more frequent background checks. I know that
Yeah.
that costs them money. But easy stuff. I mean, like this guy, if he's had several reports, multiple reports of assaulting victims, that's low hanging fruit there
Yeah.
to get rid of people like that. You've got more drivers than you can shake a stick at now. It seems like, every third car on the road, it seems like it's a rideshare car. Yeah. And, maybe they do need mandated cameras, whether that be your camera or their camera, but some kind of camera.
I think that would help a lot. I really do. As much as I don't want Big Brother in there. I mean, I have my own camera, and we've talked about that. So we're blue in the face,
Mhm.
but I don't hate that. I
Yeah.
don't hate that. But then here's the thing: like, does the driver pay for that, or see? That's the thing, because if they give me a camera, right, and
Mhm.
it somehow has cloud access and everything. I don't take rides anymore. Once in a blue moon, like, are they going to really pay for me to have a camera? So, they're running a business too. So, or maybe they force you to, maybe they just force you to have one. You have to, like a hot bag, you have to take a picture of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's just part of it. Just part of it. If you want to do it, then you got to buy a camera.
Yeah. The other thing, Steve actually brought this up. I thought it was a great idea.
Mhm.
Having like a background check that is fingerprint that you pay for the driver, but
Mhm.
it's something that's like you can use on every app.
Yeah.
So like every year you get one. So like you go on to DoorDash, and they're like, oh, this driver's been fingerprinted and da. I don't think that's a bad plan at all.
Yeah, no, and that's definitely feasible. Many websites and stuff use what they call federated identification, where it's stored in one central place, but it's
Yeah.
used by, it's how you can log into places with your Facebook login, things like
Right.
that. So if they had a storehouse for, say, gig workers, like I said, yeah, I'd be fine going and giving my fingerprint, doing a background check and letting it be used in all those.
Yeah, and once a year, I mean,
Mhm.
$150. I mean, we just threw that number.
Cost of doing business.
Cost of doing business. And I know people would throw a fit about it, but then it'd be like, people will do it. They want to drive. They
Mhm.
want to work. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Now, is it gonna, obviously, if the guy's just a creeper and has never gotten caught, yeah, that's not gonna do anything. But at least make a fucking attempt. Like, so what's gonna happen with all these lawsuits? You know what I mean? Like, what's going to come out of this? What's the court going to say? Like, I don't
Mhm.
know. This seems like a pretty monumental case, and that hopefully some change will come from it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to, try to keep tabs on this and see how it goes. And like I said, they're kind of looking at this as kind of a bellwether case on how a lot of these other may go. This might be kind of a precedence case that could be good or really bad for Uber.
Yeah, we shall see. All right, Waymo take 2.
Waymo in the news.
All right. Where did it go? Did I delete it? What the fuck? I don't see it in here. Didn't it? Wasn't it in here?
I thought it was.
Hold on, let me see. It was in here. I fucking saw it in here. What the fuck? All right, this is pissing me off. Hold on. We saw it in here, right? I saw that video. I'm not being like crazy.
No, I thought I did too.
Hang on a minute.
A Mexican food delivery.
Nope.
I know that's not it. I'm gonna see if I can.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's in here. Yeah, it's fucking in here. Where did it go?
Look at this Waymo. It keeps coming up to the gate, but it's not pulling forward enough for the gate to open. So it's just stuck in our complex. Driving around, I guess, for the rest of the day. I don't know. It just keeps doing this. This is the 3rd time it's done it. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know where that video went, but
I don't know.
So, what's funny about that is, yeah, those gates, you have to get close enough. We just had a new building put in, and they put in some pretty sophisticated gates, and they're big, but they're so fucking slow. But yeah, the first kind of couple times I pulled up, and I'm like, and then I had to really get close to it before it opened. I'm like, this is a little uncomfortable, but yeah, that's another coding thing. Like, why does it back up and drive around if it's the only like, what are you going to do? Drive around? I mean, you got GPS, that's the only way to get in and out.
Yeah. Or code it somehow, if it stops and doesn't open, have a threshold, have it go a little closer, to 6 inches, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they could get closer than it did. It wasn't that close.
No, and you does seem like you're a lot closer. Like you're like, oh my God, I'm going to hit this gate, but you're probably 3 feet away from it.
Yeah. And the Waymo should be able to, know that for sure. But it's funny. We have a similar gate at our campus, where I work at. And that's the only gate that is electric, that opens. Other 3 gates are manual. Our security guards will open and shut them at the beginning and end of the day. Okay. And the first time I'd stayed after work one day, working on something, and then went to leave, the gate I normally go out was shut, and then the other gates, and I pull up to our main gate, and I did the same thing. I didn't pull up close enough, and so it didn't open. So I turned around. I was like, I guess there's another gate somewhere. And I look over, and this security guard's running after me, trying to catch me.
Oh,
he's like, no, you got to pull up a little closer, man.
Okay. So I guess I don't feel as bad. Like, apparently you got to get real close to those suckers.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. But yeah, that Waymo, again, this seems like a kind of a simple coding thing of, hey, just got to pull up closer. So, all right, Bubba Sue, this is the one I wanted. If it fucking disappeared, no, it's still in here. This guy is a delivery driver, and watch how he delivers these groceries. Oh, I'm gonna start it again. There we go. Oh, it gets worse.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he was going to eat the laundry detergent on there. Oh, then he falls. Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
Like, And then there was a big conversation online about, this is why you tip afterwards and or someone said, well, I see a no tip order, or I see a no tip order, or yeah, basically the person didn't tip. They were accusing the poster of not tipping, and so there's a huge tipping conversation about that. But well, first of all, if there's a couple of levels. First of all, if you are a driver and you take a no tip order, fuck you. That's your problem.
Yep.
Number two, you have ethics problems if you're just like, if you're just gonna dump groceries out like that.
Yeah.
Like, you have a problem. And three, I don't know if he was angry. I just think that's what he does.
Yeah, I mean, his body language wasn't really showing
Right.
anger, but I mean, surely that's, they're gonna fire him.
I mean, will they? I mean, Uber keeps people around that, have multiple reports of sexual misconduct. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when I watched that, I was just like, what the fuck is this guy like? And she
Yeah, he
said,
didn't
like,
have a look of anger on his face.
no, that's why I was like,
but I mean, what normal person is gonna
well,
do that?
I mean, it's a low bar of entry, Larry.
It's a no bar of entry.
Yeah, it's a no bar entry. We've talked about this. So
Yeah.
yeah, I literally was watching that, and I didn't gasp because, like, I've seen a lot, but I was like, what is he doing? Why did he think that was okay? But I don't know. I would love to see a follow-up video if she did, of, like, what, I don't know if it was Instacart or whatever, but yeah, fuck that guy. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. So
Do not do that.
Larry wants to talk about this Uber and Lyft thing in Israel, and we're not getting political about it. Just tell the story, and then we'll talk about it, because it's kind of strange that they're doing this.
Yeah, and so they've got a bill that's going through their approval process, I guess, or their legislation to allow rideshare driver services like Uber and Lyft to operate in Israel, which they have not been able to at this point. They're trying to open the path, open the market for them. And I guess the big pushback is the taxi industry over there.
Oh, okay.
As it was here. It says if this new legislation is approved, it's going to severely disrupt the taxi sector, which has for years successfully lobbied to keep Uber and other rideshare services out of Israel. So in this bill, they put wording in there about regulation, including stuff for passenger safety, driver screening, insurance coverage, monitoring the condition of the vehicles. And it also includes some kind of a compensation mechanism support system for the taxi driver. So somehow they're going to try to, I guess, keep the playing field level, or provide some kind of fund to help these guys. I don't know, whether it's try to get them to retrain and do something else, or just give them money to compensate for the lack of business they're going to have.
Okay.
It hadn't really, they didn't really explain it too much, but yeah, they said that they would expect that it would significantly increase, your ability around the big cities, especially to be able to get a ride in a timely fashion.
Yeah, I guess the problem I have with it is, like, politics aside, it's kind of I mean, literally, you click on that article, and it's an Israel based article, and they're like 347 days of war. You know what I mean? So it's like a war going on, and, like, I don't know why Uber and Lyft would want to, like, be a part of that, not politically, but just, like, it just seems like a lot of, like, if you're putting drivers in danger. I mean, I get it if you live there and you own a taxi company or whatever, you're kind of in it but I don't know, it just seems a little strange that they would do that.
Yeah, and so Uber actually was allowed to start there in 2014, but it was only as a platform for licensed taxi drivers. So
interesting.
To be a driver, you had to be a licensed taxi driver, but it was kind of couldn't really compete for against the local taxi services, and so it shut down in 2023.
Okay.
So yeah, it's encountered just a huge resistance from in a lot of the markets over there from taxi drivers who claim it's going to do what it's done to most taxi drivers here. It's going to
Yeah, and they're not stupid. They have the internet. They're looking around saying, "Well, God, they don't pay for shit." You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm making this much
Mhm.
being a taxi driver, so I would do the same thing, honestly.
Well, sure, yeah. If that's what I've been, if I'd been a taxi driver and for 20 years and this came and started taking my money, I couldn't support myself anymore. I'd be pissed, throwing a fit too.
Yeah, I don't blame them. It just my whole thing about it was just I didn't know Uber was around there. Well, it was. I mean, I guess they've been off and on, with war, but just seems like a weird time to kind of flex it now and with all this
Yeah.
shit's going on there. But yeah, just crazy.
Hey, if they can make money, man, Uber's all about it.
Yeah. Let's see. Man shot while working as unofficial rideshare driver known as Hood Uber. So we'll play this. I never had heard of it.
You've probably heard about Uber and Lyft, but how about Hood Uber? It's a group on Facebook where people can find offline rideshare, avoiding fees and surcharges you might find on Uber or Lyft. It may sound like a win-win, but not for one West Side driver who was shot during his shift. He was hit in the shoulder and is recovering. It's a scary and illegal situation, but I spoke to another driver who says she's willing to take the risk in order to make ends meet.
Economy the way it is and prices so high, saving $1 is very valuable. Above all things, the Lord is with me, so I don't fear.
Now tell us, does that sound like a good idea to you?
I kind of cackled. The Lord is with me. I'll be fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Lord's there, but he also says don't put yourself in dumb situations
Yeah.
if you can help it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't ever do Hood Uber? Come on now.
I've seen some Hood Uber cars.
Yeah, we've been in some Hood Uber.
Yeah, we've been in stuff. Faith, what was it? Was it Faith the last one in
Yeah.
there, or was it Gabe? That was just
Oh,
destroyed, like mud. I think it might have been Gabe.
I think it was Gabe.
Yeah, it
But-
was so bad.
Yeah, and I mean, this is we've talked about. We didn't call it Hood Uber, but I mean, it's it's cash rides. It's the same thing. You're not having any protection. You don't know. There's no record of who you're picking up. There's no protection if this person gets sick in your car. If they damage your car, if they carjack you, you get these people. If you're worried that much about money, guarantee they don't have commercial insurance on their car, so you're hurting if you get in a wreck with somebody who doesn't have any insurance. There's a lot of red flags on that.
Yeah, and I know it happens around here too. I'm in my
Sure.
local Facebook groups. They're like the big city one, which
Mhm.
and they're like, oh, I need a ride, and there's like 6 people that pop in and say, yeah, I can take it.
Yeah.
For a while there, I would really fight them and say, well, make sure that person has commercial insurance. Did you know that if they don't, but
Yeah.
and then I'm like, what? I'm talking into the
Yeah,
strats
yeah,
here.
you're just gonna get pushed back on that, and
Well, I never got pushback, but no
Oh,
one
really?
really gave a shit,
Yeah.
basically.
We have people here, especially there's a one or a couple people that are constantly posting, hey, don't forget, I take rides, I'll take you to the Nashville airport, I'll
Yeah.
do this, I'll do that. And then one of the people here who do that a lot, somebody posted their mugshot, got arrested for DUI.
Oh, jeez. I do feel like they do need a ghetto Uber. We talked about this because I do feel like I see a lot of people talk about
basic bones, no
I mean,
frills. I don't
that
care if the
someone-
car is 25 years old, as long as
Yeah.
it's running Uber.
That's so because I feel bad for people like they get the Amazon warehouse is kind of out in the boonies. And I see a lot of people saying, hey, I work at Amazon, blah, blah, blah. I can't afford Lyft and Uber, which
Yeah.
of course you can't because it's expensive.
Yeah.
We're not seeing that money, but they're paying out the ass. So
Yeah.
maybe there needs to be some sort of like, what was that app we was it Handshake? I don't know. It's one of those apps where it's like they connect two people together,
Yeah.
but they don't take any money or something. It was some sort of like a handyman app, but like something like that for like rideshare, where it's like they can connect with each other and they can work out the deal, but it's more in a third party space.
Right.
I don't
Right.
know. Something's got to happen because I do feel bad for these people. And They're
Yeah.
gonna take advantage of somebody doing hood Uber.
Yeah, and but the thing is, if Uber had a lower tier, what drivers are going to be taking that lowest lower tier?
I mean,
I guess there's going to be somebody who'll take it.
I mean, people take the $2 DoorDash orders.
Yeah, so
You know, somebody would take it. I don't know how much lower you can go on a. I mean, you know, if
Here,
you
let
take-
me pay you to come pick you up and take you somewhere.
Yeah, that's basically it. I don't know that because I do feel bad for people that it's called a bus. Well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Bubba Sue, the buses don't run 20 miles out of the city. You know what I mean? And Grand Rapids is not a great space for public transportation. We have a lot of buses,
Yeah.
but everything is so spread out. You know, once you're out of like 1 mile out of the city, it's just like you got to drive miles for stuff. And yeah, it's just tough to do. So yeah, don't do hood Uber. They don't have insurance, or it probably weren't background check, and they might try to touch your butt.
Yeah, they might.
You might. If you like that, go for it then.
Yeah, yeah.
You do you. All right, last story. Again, we're not trying to get political, but I thought this was kind of a little of a scary situation. There's a bunch of them going around where it's actually the live video and it's too much screaming. So I finally found one that kind of
Before you play it, let me.
Oh.
It seems like at first they reference it as a he, and then they reference it as a female.
Yeah,
it confused me.
I thought that he got arrested while they were outside, and she ran into the house.
Maybe let's listen to it again. We'll decipher it.
All right.
A Mexican food delivery driver was pursued by ICE after his location was provided by DoorDash, but he was saved by a Native American female customer.
Oh.
The woman was working for DoorDash when several ICE vehicles began following her. In panic, she ran into the home of the customer she was delivering to and explained what was happening. After hearing her story, the Native American woman decided to help her and let her hide inside. ICE officers soon arrived at the house and demanded that the woman hand over the delivery driver. The driver's husband had already been arrested, and she was crying and shaking in fear. The homeowner first called the police for help. Police told her that if she did not turn the woman over, she could face charges for hiding a fugitive. In the final moment, the homeowner refused. She told the officers to leave her property. Because they did not have a search warrant, ICE officers could not enter the home. After a short standoff, they were forced to leave. At the time, the homeowner was inside with her partner and their 18-month-old baby. Her other 3 children were at school. Many people have suggested that delivery drivers should delete the DoorDash app because DoorDash provides your location information to law.
Okay, so that's part of it. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, I can't imagine that they would do that. So yeah, I feel like that was a little AI video because they kind of fucked up at the beginning, but the way they spoke the word of, you know, they were saying it was a he, but then later in the story, they figured out that it was he already had gotten arrested.
Right. Yeah, that's what kind of threw me off.
What are you looking up? I see your
DoorDash. Writing information to ICE.
I mean, if that's true, that's wild. I don't think it is because I feel like there would be lawsuits up the yin yang about that.
Yeah, it says they do it when required to do so by valid legal processes such as subpoenas, court orders, or search warrants.
Well, right, and they didn't have a warrant, and that's, you know, don't fucking let cops in your house.
Yeah,
if they don't, there ain't no cop. I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, here's the definitive word. Snopes says it's false.
Okay. Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah.
Of course, if they have a subpoena,
right,
and stuff like that. But yeah, don't let people in your house or cops in your house. Like I'm not even guilty of anything. I'm not letting a cop in my house.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not anti-cop by any means, but like, hey, bro, like this is my space. Leave me alone. And I'm glad the woman didn't, or I'm glad the person didn't turn the woman over. Because
have compassion.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have done the same freaking thing.
Sure.
But now if you watch the video, there's a lot of screaming. I wouldn't have done that. I would just shut the door.
Yeah. Just shut the door.
She started yelling at the cops. I'm like, no, just shut the door.
Yeah. That's all you need to do.
They'll go away. It's fine. You know your rights. So scary for everyone involved. And
Sure.
and yeah, she should have just shut the door because it got a little crazy there at the end. But
Yeah, that happens.
yeah, it happens when you got 6 cops at your door trying to capture you.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
well, thank you guys so much for enjoying the show. 8:10 p.m. in 9 minutes while on Patreon, patreon.com/the GiggyCon podcast. Thank you, Bubba Sue, Steve. Steve's got a show right now at 8:01. Head over there. If it's still going on when I'm done with Patreon, I'll stop over and say hi.
Yep.
But Traveler, thank you, and Bubba Sue and Steve, appreciate you guys so much. And as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
All right.